moment.
Okay, it's gonna go, Markus. I already pushed it.
Hello, everybody. My name is Markus Vähälä. I'm in Vantaa, Finland, and I would like to invite all of you to No Labels, No Walls Action Monday. It's now August, and we are moving together towards November 3rd and 4th, when we are having our No Labels, No Walls Festival, locally and globally together. Let's link our transformative actions together, from country to country, from village to village, from community to community. We have received plenty of entries to the festival, so the next thing is to start to plan your local events, inviting your not only your friends, but the people you don't know, to celebrate transformative actions together. In these events, you're able to get connected with new people. You're able to plan new action, and you're also linked to the other groups around the world at the same time. We are also celebrating in New York in Shared Living Festival together. So we have a lot of things going on at the same time. So learning together is what we are going to do a lot. This is our fourth festival. We started a couple of years ago in Helsinki, having a local festival. During the pandemic, we had a huge online festival for 6 days with over 120 events. We had an action-packed festival last year in Helsinki and online. And this year, we are moving to transformation. So what are the things that you want to transform in yourself and in your community? So today we welcome all of you to join us online and streamed around the world. So let's invite the people today. Welcome, Leila. How are you doing and where are you from?
Hello, Markus. In the Dover, Kent, and it's been hot, and I've been sunbathing every day, and I'm actually very brown.
Excellent. I'm so happy to see you. You have participated our festivals during last year. So tell a little bit about your experiences. How were they? Why would you like to invite people to our festival this year?
We've tried to invite people at where I go, but no one's really that interested. I don't know why, but
well, there's a challenge, Leila, that we can tackle together, how to make
yes.
the topic and the action more inviting and more interesting. What are your plans for this year? What kind of transformative?
I haven't done anything towards it. My support worker's not, her back's hurting, so and I can't do it on my own, and we've been struggling with the heat, and so I actually haven't done anything towards it. I'm really sorry.
No, not at all, because No Labels, No Walls is a supportive community. So please check out our Facebook group and Facebook page, and also check out www.nolabelsnowalls. How can we help Leila? How can we link together people doing things together with you online and in Kent, wasn't it?
Okay.
Great. Welcome, Leila.
Lee.
Hi, Neasley. Welcome to No Labels, No Walls meetup. I'm so glad to see you. How are you doing?
I am doing good. Good morning. Lots going on my world. It's good to see everyone. Sorry, I had to do a quick walk this morning. When I looked at my schedule, I realized I am going to be glued to this screen for most of the day. But I'm doing good. I started my new full-time job. And that's been, you know,
What is it?
Congratulations, Neasley.
thank
What
you.
is it?
Oh, I am a pastor, a clergy.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah.
right. And so, you know, and I have to move. So I am in the midst of packing so I can move closer to my congregation. So, but it's been good. And I've been wrapping up my first year of my doctoral program. So I just finished that about 2 weeks ago. And it was down to the wire. Yeah. It was a close one. But I survived. Yes.
Sounds very exciting. Can you tell a little bit what is happening there in Los Angeles in your work and in the neighborhood around transformation,
Sure.
the theme of transformation?
Sure. So I live in split neighborhoods. So I some days I live in Los Angeles area, but I work in the Inland Empire. And so the majority of the work that I've been doing is in the Inland Empire. And what we're working on right now really is still trying to get people to come together. It's a challenge. Getting people to come out to participate in anything is it's not easy. Some people have gotten used to just doing things on Zoom, or some people have got sort of like lost the habit of this coming together. I mean, it's slowly coming together, but not as well as we need it to. And so what we're doing once a month, we are having something called Market Night. And in Market Night, we thought it would be a cool idea to bring in vendors and music and it's outside in the parking lot. So it gives people an opportunity to feel the freedom of congregating, but in open air, right? We thought this would be a good thing. One of the things we're doing as far as transformation, we started doing a swap meet, so a free swap meet. And so what that really is we have the people in the congregation. Basically, it's like, oh, this is a good opportunity to clean out your house, clean out your closet, clean out the garage, get rid of those things you've been holding onto that you're never going to use, and bless somebody else with them. And then we make it free. So most swap meet people have to pay to purchase the items, but we actually, it's free. So we invite the community to take whatever they want for free. And that actually, we had the first one a couple of months ago. That went really well. And we're trying to have another one. And at this one of the things we're hoping to do is the people who come through, see if they would do a little quick interview, about what this means to them and things like that. And, so we can capture a nice little video. We had done something for the last one, but it didn't really come out well. So we're hoping that we'll be able to capture it on video this time around. It's going to be in September.
I really like this idea of sharing, that you're really working with love in the community. So many times these kind of transformations are, people think that they are they are very mechanical, or they are something to do with organizations. But in No Labels, No Walls community, it's okay to be a person. So a lot of these transformations are around personal transformation also. What kind of transformation do you expect for yourself through this kind of action that happens this autumn?
Absolutely. One of the things that even came out of last time, many people, there's a lady who has a very high-powered, government. She's in DC once, twice a month and all of that. And she came in and she gave, I think, 6 garment bags of suits, very expensive suits. And she said, here, I don't need all of this. I didn't realize that I didn't need it, but I don't. Somebody else can use it. And so what we did with those suits, we partnered with an agency called Dress for Success. And they basically work with women, getting women back into the workforce. And we donated those to Dress for Success community. And so there's a new group of people who are going to be able to go out to the workforce, and they don't have to worry about what they're going to wear, because these were brand new designer suits that somebody just blessed them with. And so the person who gave felt amazing. Like she says, "Whew, this feels so good," and the organization that received it was like, "Thank you so much," because we had pretty much we did not have any suits because nobody really donates suits. So.
Thank you so much, Niesli, for the news, and all the best for your work in Los Angeles area. Also from Los Angeles, we have our friends Michael Bierman and Meri Pakarinen. How are you doing? What is happening in Los Angeles and the Strindberg Laboratory?
We're doing good. We're so glad to be here and hear everybody's what they're up to. We're doing for the festival an event called Together in September. So we're trying, like Neasley saying, to get people starting to kind of work that muscle again of engaging with the community. So yeah, we can talk more about it later. Betty says yes.
Excellent. So back to Finland, and I sent a lot of greetings from Riku Turpeinen, our musical maestro. He's now preparing some artwork for an album that's probably going to appear at the festival. Riku has been composing new music and inviting all of you musicians around the world to join into a live online concert during the festival. So Riku will present his idea in our next meetup in September. So please join in, and join already now on Facebook and on our other social platforms. We are also having music, more music at the festival, coming from South Africa. So Sounds of the South will present their music at the festival. Also, CNF Community Neglects the Facts, a band where I'm rapping. We are creating music for the festival. So a lot of new and old music is coming, and hopefully also a lot of new music coming from New Haven. Welcome, Kevin, from Musical Interventions. You're very active at the moment, I've heard, with music and performances and new things coming. So welcome, Kevin. How are you?
Hello. Is this thing on? Can you all hear me okay? Cool. I was watching from afar on the phone and just didn't want the broadcasting stream to interfere. So all that said, good evening, good morning, wherever you are. Hi, everybody. Yeah, so in the last several months, I can say that we've been very productive. And honestly, I don't think any of this could have been possible without the striving force that is everyone in the musical intervention camp. That is Joey Gates on like video production and mixing and all that fun stuff. Dom DeGeneiro, who's been our MC at the open mics, very caring, kind, cool to talk to, always has wit. Arian, he's one of our interns. He's really just getting into that whole production world and seeing what collaboration, see what that's all about. And Sam, he's been very crucial lately, just with the ebb and flow of our program. And all of this is because Adam is kind of on he'll probably say this, but he's on maternity leave. He just had his second child, so we've been holding the fort down for him while he's spending more time with his kids. Moses, we do right before the open mics, we do a thing called Come Make a Joyful Noise, and he's our percussionist. So he's been hosting drum circles from 5:30 until open mic when we set up. And so he's been getting more people in, trying to create this loud, percussive, just beautiful noise. It's in the title. And the coolest part is if you join the noise, you get like dibs or first say on the open mic list. So that's a cool perk. But enough of that. We did a lot of video content. If you follow the YouTube channel or Facebook and socials, you might have caught on that we've been posting a lot frequently than usual. We've been releasing several songs. We've done a new series. I remember mentioning this. Mike, remember the whole Write a Song With Me concept? Yeah, if you want, I can actually play I can share a clip of the most recent episode if you guys are interested.
I saw it, Kevin. It was great.
You saw it?
Yeah, it was really good.
Very correct.
I'll send a link that if y'all want to take a look in the chat.
We could all watch at least a bit of it, because I saw already, Kevin, that one idea that came up in the conversations we have had in the No Labels, No Walls Action Mondays is do you remember going out to the streets and making music with people you meet in the street? So if I saw correctly, you did just that. So
yeah, it was. And the coolest part of that that whole idea, we always had this in the back of our heads. We just didn't know how to execute it right. But I think at least for the first 2 episodes, we were able to it naturally happened. It was like a Friday, no one was booked. We kind of left that open, so that we don't book anyone on Friday. It's just an event that Adam wants to go outside, bring his guitar out and see who comes through. We've actually had like several people come through than what you see in the episode. And we just, the people that clicked with us, there was a guy who sings, raps, does all that. We were able to write the concept down, go into the studio, knock that song out in like less than 2 hours. Same thing with there was like a group of friends that came in, and they were just sitting at the noodle shop next door that we were inhabiting at the moment, and we just wrote a song just out of that, having an adventure. And that was just fun to like watching the guests just coming in and shining, whether they have a musical background or not. It's just amazing. I think this is sort of what we aspire to do in just our line of work.
I think there's a lot of positive energy now in the musical intervention. So how would you describe the transformation that has happened this year in musical interventions? What is new? What has changed? What is your advice to other people having this kind of art, culture, music centers around the world?
I think a lot has really changed within the year. For one, one of my counterpart as a music facilitator, Joey, he came back after there was like, he took time away, a much needed break. He's been at it for like a while. When he came back, he was showing some cool like mixing, mastering skills, because we sort of used to just record it and be done with it. Now it's more like honestly giving a darn about the arts. And that's what I think we really want to, if we want all this like attention, whether it's funding, connections, marketing, workshops, all that, we want to go to other programs. We really need the songs really need to reflect that. We need to show that we're not kidding around. So I think there was a lot of like, one, it was like a return, and two, I think it was reaching out and like building off of each other. That was what was cool, with whether it's the interns, the volunteers that came through and just helped. Their DNA was just welded in to this lovely world we call MI, and that sort of carries on to wherever we go next. I know I've had some personal changes in my life that I think also reflected where I needed to be. And as of everybody else, they can say the same thing. They can all vouch. I can vouch for them. And like, there's communication. There's always got to be communication with everybody, no matter how easy or how rough it may get. You may have to like rip that Band-Aid off and just go with it. But at the end of the day, everyone's got to be on the same page in order for this ship to keep striving. That's the word I'm looking for.
Thank you so much, Kevin. So if you can find out the video, we can watch it soon, but I'll pass the microphone to Michael Bierman in Los Angeles, because I think you have been active during the summertime with some new action in your theater, and exciting things coming next month as well.
Yeah, so we've been so one of the things we're doing is for the festival, the No Labels, is this event called Together in September. And we partnered with this group called Founders. It's a spiritual living. It was created in the 1960s. It's an historical landmark in Los Angeles. It was created by the building was created by a Black architect in the 1960s, who, Black architects weren't really allowed to create private buildings, public buildings. It was also one of the first congregations in the 60s to accept people who were LGBTQ, who were Black, etc. So it was like, it started out as a grassroots movement, and then they built this big space in Koreatown. However, during their time, they've basically dwindled into a community of maybe 10 to 20 people. So they have this huge space and no one's attending it, and they're renting it out to other things. So one of the things that can happen in the future, if they don't get their numbers up, is obviously that they'll go away and the building will be privatized, which is what happens a lot of times. So this event we are creating with them is an art and culture event that invites the community around them, which has obviously changed in the 1960s, through a series of art events. And then hopefully at the end of the event, we'll have a blueprint where the audience who partakes can also reimagine what the building will be about. So meaning that if they need a place to go meditate during the day, then maybe they can have a program for that. If they have a place to, have a place to do art and culture with the kids, and they can have a place for that. So it's not going to be just, we're going to come out, provide something. The idea is that the people that come are also going to be the people that also change the space. So it's circular. So it's transformative for the people giving and the people receiving. So that way it can also keep going. So it's not like service, service, service. Instead, it's reciprocal. During that event, we're going to be doing a puppet show and then a story sharing, which was inspired by Story Sharing Universum. The problem we've been having is that, like, kind of like Neasley was saying, is habitual habit. So these people have not obviously reached out in a long time to their outside community. So how do we awaken that? The other thing is, change is hard. I think that's something that, we have to understand, like, or at least we understand in Medi, is that, if this thing does work, it changes their space forever in a way, right? It at least changes the trajectory, and that's hard to adjust to, especially something that's been like that for the last, probably, my guess, 30 years of decline. Personally, it's important because in LA, there's no housing, which means there can't be, no public spaces, which is a direct correlation, which we didn't realize until we actually started this. And that also leads for art and culture, no experimentation. The price of property goes up, less experimentation for art and culture, which means more conventional art and culture through big institutions. And that's why I think, as an art and culture practitioner, I've realized that me and Medi have realized that there really hasn't been as much as development as, let's say, in the 60s and 70s of art in the 80s, because it's really been with big institutions because it's so expensive. And that's a real, we can't really develop as a people, because art and culture, reflects us as a people as well. So I can, Marcus, if you want, play like just a short clip of some of the work. So we're doing a lot of pre-events because we're trying to awaken that muscle from the artist, from the community. So let me get there. I have it somewhere. Okay, so this is the kids. One of the things, like we did with the festival, is we created a banner. And the banner is going to wrap around the centers to, like, advertise, to welcome them to come. So we did an event with the children. How do I do it? Share sound. I got it. So let me show you. So this is with the kids, and I won't play the whole thing, but they're doing a banner. We're going to put this on Black Tablet.
Founders Kids with a bicycle. And what's the message you're trying to show?
Ride and have fun.
Ride and have fun. And come to Founders.
Come to Founders, ride, have fun for the summer.
All right. Very cool.
Fun. I'll just write it right here. Fun. Founders is fun. Isn't it? What did you say? Founders is fun?
Founders is fun.
Fun.
Okay, now I just need pieces of it.
My picture, some of you know a lady called Gloria Flowers.
Oh, yes, I've been to her house.
Well, Miss Gloria is going to, her idea about her painting is to show all the countries that she's been to and to show what she wants to see in the world, and that's her story. Now, since she shared that part, I thought that I would share that I was born in Louisiana, which is kind of the boot state, right? And then when I was 7, I came to Los Angeles, where I grew up. And in my adulthood, I went back to Texas for a hot minute, and I said, oh, no way, and I came back to California.
And what are you hoping for the banner with the kids?
Oh, is to bring the community together, to let them know that this building has been here for 60 years, and it's a wonderful place to expand and grow. And you don't have to
Over 60.
You don't have to be like everybody else, but just being a human being is where our foundation is. So So that's what I hope that this will bring, is everyone together in our community, because the community has changed, but we're still here.
Fantastic. What do you kind of like? What are you hoping to show with your art? Looks like face. There's hearts. What do you?
Here is happiness.
Happiness. Okay.
I have.
Is this what you hope for everybody and yourself? Be happy?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really nice. And what's your name?
Mitzi.
Itzy? Mitzi. Nice to meet you, Mitzi.
What's your name?
Michael.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Yeah. When have you drawn before?
When I was 6.
When you were 6? And how old are you now?
11.
11. Oh, you haven't drawn in 4 years?
Kinda, yeah.
Oh, wow. Do you like drawing?
Yeah.
Okay.
She was seriously creative.
Oh, fantastic. Well, it's great colors. Fantastic colors, guys. And what about you? What's your name, young man?
Jonathan.
Jonathan. And what are you drawing, Jonathan? Let's take a look. Oh, it says peace on earth. What are you trying to say? You want peace on earth?
Yeah.
Why do you want peace on earth?
Okay, there's no peace on earth.
Yeah. What are you hoping when peace on earth happens?
Good things.
Hi, what's your name?
Gretel.
Gretel, what are you painting?
So now,
Earth?
yeah, where there's shade.
What are you trying to show with your painting of Earth?
So like I've seen on the news that over like 40 or over 40 countries are in war, I believe. And so like I want to draw the Earth, and then I'm gonna put peace on Earth right here.
And I'm sorry, hold on. Yeah, so that's one of the things. So really, how do we get them activated? So doing these pre-events, and then seeing the resistance kind of happening. So we don't know if we're going to be successful in September, but we're learning a lot. Just about habitual habit, about how do you break habitual habit, about what prevents us from coming together, how do we break that, and the nice thing is risking failure. I think at least for this festival, and I think moving forward, it doesn't matter in a way. It's just about like what how much can we get? How much are we going to be able to accomplish with the time we have? So I think if we're successful, it's a public space that can be revitalized, which I think is really, really important, especially in Los Angeles, where spaces are at a premium. And I think it shows the power of art and culture to do that, to break habitual habit. I think it also could show the internal and the external problems, that it's not just about funding, money, etc. It's really about, internalize, like everything we see outside is because of what's going on inside of us. We get the system we deserve, collective, system we deserve. So anyway, so that's the event.
Well, that's not exactly true. We get what we deserve.
Collectively, I said.
Well, yes, but it shows that how hard is the change, like how comfortable we get since we've done something for over so many years, and then something that we say we want to have the change, but when time comes that we have to take the action and start working on it, it's like how scared people come, and how that is really what prevents the change.
Yeah, and then also on an institutional level, like if we look at it, so singularly like people, but then on an institutional level, it's also we have to understand the reason why I think that organizations don't continually to evolve, whether it's nonprofit, organizations, it's because, every event, the organization needs to change and evolve with the community as the community changes, but it's really difficult because they get, the people that come get familial with that. So if they keep changing, it's also, it's difficult for an organization to keep doing that. And that's why I think so many of the activities that nonprofits do and organizations do are all service-based, because service means that generally that organization will not change. They'll just keep giving that service over and over again, and the people will come and leave. There's no real reciprocation. And I think that also is a spiritual thing as well, that we're finding. So anyways, that's it.
Thank you, Michael and Mary. Have you seen any transformation now? We are in some countries moving from post-COVID era. What has changed in your community or in the action of your theater or the activities that you are now arranging there in Los Angeles?
Well, we're starting to do live shows, like with the puppets, puppet live shows going to senior groups. But like Neasley's saying, like, I think everybody's saying the audience still isn't there. I think that the thing that we've really seen change, I think, is that communities aren't going to centers, spaces that they meet.
Yeah, I mean, we see, because we go to rehearse in a park, there's a lot of other groups doing activities in the park, like and you can do it here, especially now in summer. And they're like, we are drawing some audience, so it's good, but not having any communal place to really do anything, and not having people really connecting with each other.
And the thing that we all, I think, really need is the training. It's like, in order to really do a movement of whether it's Citizen Network or No Labels, it has to be continual training. And I don't know of another way to do it unless there's a permanent space for it. If it's a one-off, I think then people will go back because there's no choice to habitual habit. So it has to be a continual training. And I think the only way to achieve that, at least that I see in the future, is with a permanent space to have that,
or to have just like a space here in Los Angeles where people can go and meet and do things. Like Audi, there isn't space like
even
that.
Audi would be hard to have a continual.
Yeah, but even that kind of space is lacking.
Yeah.
I mean, there's libraries and people can go and do their own things, but not like a really getting together as groups.
I think we need a place like the beginning of the revolution, ... space. But in all honesty, it really needs to be, and that's what I think is really important. I think for now, because if we are going to succeed in solving the world's biggest problems, we have to have a space for the training.
And we have a new participant at the festival coming from Bangladesh, from Rangamati, which is a rural area in Bangladesh. A Giriful project, a combined collaboration between Bangladeshi and Finnish participant. They are joining the festival with a dance performance about transformation. So this is a school in the countryside of Bangladesh, supported by SWAC and an organization supporting people with autism and Asperger spectrum people in Bangladesh. and it's very challenging to create education in this kind of environment through COVID, through the political situation they are having. But they want to join and continue collaborating with us. They are in a different time zone, so it might be difficult to participate into these Action Monday meetups. But let's invite them to our social media platforms and also get to know better. So to continue with the theme of transforming, there's been an idea of arranging local action during the festival. So it would be great to hear your ideas. Could you be the persons to arrange something locally during the festival, inviting not only the people you know, but some new people, or taking that action into a new environment? So this could be a transformative idea that we could all participate. Welcome, Laura. I'm very glad to, Laura, yeah, welcome back. If you can join us, Laura is my friend from Finland who's doing poetry, and she has now also created new poetry online. So hopefully, Laura, you come back and join the festival and tell a little bit about your poetry. But back to New Haven, before we watch the video, do you have some ideas how to bring that musical interventions ideology and the things that you are doing and to learn with others to a new kind of environment?
So interesting you brought that up, because we are at the end of the month, we are doing a special event on the New Haven Green. It is a festival that it's for opioid prevention. In other words, it's pretty much, it's a tribute to those we've lost to substance abuse and drug overdose. So this event on the Green is going to be an all-day thing from 12 to 4 p.m. We had the stage for us, and while we do have the house band, our best house band I've worked with in in my life, and I'm just saying that, but we are also going to be opening the stage, hopefully, to new people. It's going to be like a open mic event. So we're going to showcase our artists, but we're also going to open it to new faces. We've made some new friends along the way. We've met new talented musicians, artists, whether they sing, want to dance, want to perform with the band. It's going to be a special event, and hopefully we hope to make new connections through that event, considering it's going to a cause that it's home with us, and I'm just amped up about it. So
excellent. I hopefully you will document this event.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And create material for the festival, because it's a very good story.
We are hoping to at least we met some talented photographers, camera people, and we're just hoping to get the best of, create some sort of comp for this that we can present, because this is like, we've done this several years now, and I think this is such an important year, at least in my eyes, because we're all on the same page now. We're all a team. We all work together. We should definitely strike while the iron is hot. And pretty soon you will see, pretty soon the results will show.
Excellent. And please invite everybody to No Labels, No Walls Festival and think about the place where you're inviting people to. What is the place where you want to share all this lovely music coming from around the world and lovely poetry? Welcome, Laura Soveri from Finland. I'm very glad to meet you here, the No Labels, No Walls Action Monday. Would you like to introduce yourself, Laura? Please unmute yourself, Laura.
Hello.
Hello, Laura.
It's nice to meet you all, and I'm glad to be here.
We are all very glad that you are with us today. So I was telling everybody that you are creating excellent poetry, and we are art and culture festival. So is it okay that you'll join us to the festival with your poetry?
Okay.
Excellent. And I'll help you. So let's keep in contact and make that happen. Please make a post in the No Labels, No Walls Facebook group about you and about your art. And feel free to use Finnish. If you like, we'll translate. Is that okay?
Okay.
Thanks. And we are about to wrap it up for today. But I would like to ask all the festival participants to send us a small description about your action and at least one photo, so we can put it online on our website, nolabelsnowalls.net, and we can start inviting people and introduce ourselves to the worldwide community. Is that okay? That's great. I'll pass the microphone to Michael and Mary. What are your wishes and for the coming month until we meet again?
Well, I think, like you said, Marcus, we just have to, keep documenting, what you're doing, Kevin, Neasley, and Laura, and Layla, because the process is just as important as the result, because, we're learning so much doing our work, and Kevin, what you're doing, and Neasley, what you're doing, and Marcus, what you're doing, we're all learning from you as well. So then we can also kind of hopefully incorporate it into what we're doing and vice versa. So it's really, important to show that, I think, especially on the, on the web, because web is a good, internet, social media is a good place to document things. So yeah, just keep sharing on the No Labels, No Walls Facebook page, and so we can keep it up to, keep up to date. Yeah. Yeah.
I would like to thank all of you coming here today. Excellent news, excellent stories from around the world. Looking forward to your program, and remember to join us live on 19th of September, same time, same address. And please share the information of the No Labels, No Walls Festival and these meetups. So let's keep inviting people and let's get to know each other better. And let's finish with a very nice video coming from Musical Interventions. Would you like to share the video, Kevin?
Okay, since we have a small window, which one would you like to hear? Which would we like to close out on?
The one with your friends.
Oh, so the song about friendship?
Excellent.
Yeah, let's hit them home. Do you want me to play it? You want me to share it? Do you want to share it?
Please share it.
Thank you. So let me fix this as long as I can get the audio to work here. Give me one sec. So this song in particular was written by Adam and a friend of ours named Mikey Fresh. they have 2 songs thus far, but this one was a long time coming, and I think this was the mantra for the week. It was such a beautiful, it's a beautiful song, and I hope y'all can relate to it. Okay, share and oh.
It's a wonderful thing. Can't have enough. You gotta take on right and hang on tight to the one you love. One that you love. Will be there for you. One that you love.
So yeah, definitely want to hear the whole thing. The link is in the description. Definitely go check it out. I don't know how much
Thanks a lot, Kevin.
I don't know how much you are able to catch of that, but
and share the link on our Facebook group so we can share it from there. Excellent music, and thank you all, and see you next time. Bye-bye.
bye.